Now that I'm fully caught up on the webcomic and making regular One Punch Man content, I might as well review the latest webcomic chapters that come out. So welcome to chapter 134 review. Sadly, after the hype fight last chapter with us seeing Garo again after so long, it isn't continued this chapter. Chapter 134 mainly consisted of dialogue from various characters, introductions of new characters, some hints of future arcs, and then a conversation which pretty much proves that the manga and webcomic versions are two different timelines and that they have some overlapping aspects but not all. Now onto the review. Help me reach my 2021 goal of 100k subscribers by subscribing if you're new to the channel or you just haven't already. It's free and easy to do. Also consider checking out the description for the Discord server and my Twitter. Now enjoy the video. It starts out with really just dialogue dumps regarding the Neo heroes, how they're growing in popularity, how more people are actually joining the Neo heroes, and then we cut to Fubiki group and then Fubiki herself, or Team Blizzard, whatever you want to call them. We cut to Fubiki still trying to break in with Psychosis' mind but can't really succeed in any way, and then we cut to our boy Sururyu, who's just accompanied by a lot of dialogue talking about the clash of Puri Prisoner and the sumo dude Raiden, talking about some other high-ranking members of the Neo heroes known as Neo leaders, and how Sururyu is known as a perfect track rower despite having no motivation at all, how he's being supported by people, and how the actual Neo heroes are exploding in popularity and easily eclipsing the Hero Association at this point. And we also see that he's making his way to the Hero Association for some reason, and while making his way there, he sees that Blast's son Blue has actually just landed there and starts shouting out that he's the rank 1 of the Neo heroes. Nobody was answering my calls. I came in person, so he wants to talk to the Hero Association higher ups, and he also seems to be very serious about this, and he also mentions that there's something I want to ask about his father Blast. So he wants to know something about Blast and he wants to tell the Hero Association something, but while he's trying to do that, we have all, the gang, the boys coming in who want the change of the hero's name, allowing them to pick whatever name they want, not just the regular populace choosing a hero name for each person. So the people with the bad names, including our boy Bold Cape in there, trying to riot to get a petition signed to select new names. And the boys are just too loud for Blue to really get in any words. He mentioned that we need a solid foundation for hero leadership, so he actually wants to make a change, but due to everyone being so loud in the riot for new hero names, he can't really get any words in and no one is pretty much listening. And while he's looking at him, in a rage, he notices Saitama there and mentions that the way Saitama operates, is going in, doing his hero work, not getting any recognition for everything, is the same or a similar method to what Blast did to become the number 1 hero. So Saitama is pretty much being a similar thing to what Blast was when he was a regular hero, just doing whatever he did and building up some kind of legend, or you could say some type of myth around these monsters getting destroyed by this mysterious hero. We got to Blue asking Saitama for his name. He says, it's Saitama, I'm sure we'll be meeting again out on the battlefield. I'll show you out there that my strength or resolve is way out of your league. This is Blue talking to Saitama, and then Blue just walks away. And then out of nowhere, we got this woman walking up to Saitama saying, "Oh, you're Saitama," and talks about how she was saved by Saitama sometime in the past. I don't exactly remember when this was. We have a conversation between the two. She tells Saitama his name, and then she actually asks how Saitama got so strong. She talks about how she was trained in martial arts and that she, trained in the void style, and if you want to learn the void style, she could teach him. And Saitama, as an absolute Chad that he is, well, I did push-ups and sit-ups, that's how he got so strong. And then our boy Sururyu comes in, and we realize that this woman who was saved by Saitama is actually the sister of our boy Sururyu. So yeah, I don't know if I'm butchering his name. I probably am butchering his name. It is a bit of a strange name, but yeah, martial art boy has a sister who's actually part of the Hero Association. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And we learned that he's came here to get her to leave the Hero Association and join the Neo heroes, and that he will put in a good word for her. But she mentioned that she wants to stay in the Hero Association because Saitama wants to stay in the Hero Association. Siri mentioned Saitama who, which is what I mentioned earlier about the two different timelines, because he actually did get told Saitama's name in the manga and anime version, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure I'm remembering correctly. And she mentions that someone way stronger than you, brother. This is my big brother series, so introducing one another, even though they've met before, as we all know, in the manga version at least. I believe the final scene wasn't actually, or didn't actually happen in the webcomic, where Saitama revealed what his name was and everything regarding that. And then out of nowhere, martial arts boy goes to, you know, kick Saitama to test his strength. He doesn't actually go for a kick, it's just seeing whether Saitama would flinch from the attack. And of course, the Chad Saitama just, you know, standing there like a brick wall. So pretty much confirms that martial arts boy doesn't remember Saitama, because the reveal of him being Saitama only happened in the manga version, not the webcomic version. So he doesn't know who Saitama is, or doesn't remember him pretty much. And then he pretty much leaves after a conversation with his sister. Also mentions that he would put in a good word for Saitama as well if he wanted to join the Near Heroes. So saying that the Near Heroes are rising up in, you know, popularity, and that they're already pretty much eclipsed the Assyria Association based on other conversations and information done throughout this chapter. And then the final part of this chapter, which in my opinion is the most interesting, we have Blue as he's walking away from the Hero Association. He meets Genius, who's on his way to the Hero Association. Genius mentions that, I see you're still trailing Master Saitama. He sees, you know, Demon Cyborg, realizes who it is. I see, so Saitama was your master. Don't worry, I had no particular business with him today. I just wanted to talk to the higher ups around here. Guess I'll try some other time again. And then he mentioned something interesting to Saitama about a information leak that came from the Hero Association, and that the Near Heroes found out about due to a past higher up transferring to the Near Heroes, and that apparently Metal Knight has been secretly conducting experiments using monsters, which we all pretty much knew, and that there's a theory going around that the insane strength of monsters recently was due to them being enhanced by someone, hence being enhanced by Metal Knight. And it implies that Metal Knight is capturing these monsters, making them stronger, and then releasing them into the world, and that's what Metal Knight's been doing this whole time. That's why the monsters have progressively been getting stronger and stronger over time. And he mentions that, Genius, someone as strict as you when it comes to putting down monsters, you must, you know, feel suspicious about this, and that a position as a Neo Hero leader will always be available for you. And then the conversation ends, and then the final few pages is Saitama and Genius talking about what Blue said to Genius, talking about how Genius himself is going to dig deeper into this. It would be best to proceed covertly. Master, I'm going to make a move as well. With Master working in the open and me working behind the scenes, we'll crush the injustice together. So Saitama's going to be in the open doing what he always does, and Genius is going to go on like a secret mission to uncover the truth of the Hero Association, and most likely will end in the big arc fighting Metal Knight, I'd assume, at some point. And I'm guessing that's where the webcomic or the story is going to go from now. It's going to turn into the secrets of the Hero Association, Metal Knight, everything regarding him, Genos finding out what's going on, probably getting rolled by Metal Knight, Saitama coming in and then rolling Metal Knight, and, you know, his army of monsters or cyborgs, whatever he's doing in his hole, will be, you know, revealed and everything regarding that. And yep, that's pretty much everything that was talked about this chapter. As a whole, it was a decent chapter, a lot of dialogue, no like fighting or big battles this chapter. Some interesting reveals, some stuff pointing us in the direction of the story, what's really going to come again, a new character introduced, and more evidence that the timeline of the webcomic and the manga are different. But yep, that's it for today's chapter review. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to subscribe, join the Discord, and yep, that's it guys. Peace.